Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between TLO and NightEnD on Bel'Shir Vestige, the latter edition. In the top left side of the map, we have the red Zerg player. It is TLO from Team Liquid. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is NightEnD. Both players have been featured on my channel fairly heavily throughout the 2 years I've been doing this. Well, almost 2 years. We're getting there. We're getting to the 2-year mark. Regardless, it is NightEnD. It is TLO. Two players that you are familiar with. It should be a good one. Should be an excellent game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com. And again, if you have access to professional level replays that you'd like to see me cast, go ahead and do so. Shoot them to me, falconpaladin@gmail.com. Say, here, Falcon, what up? Here's some replays you could be interested in. And I will check them out, and everybody will be happy. So this is Bel'Shir Vestige. I've cast a few games on this map so far. It's new. It is new to the map pool. And it has a pretty standard wide ramp opening there. Actually, hang on. Are there double... Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there's a ramp there, but you really want to wall off this area to restrict access to your natural base if you are a Protoss player. So fairly wider than you'd expect to see from a natural. So not a huge fan. I'm sure most Protoss players are not, but TLO did go hatch first into extractor into pool. So can't really get on him too much as far as the aggression side of things. Gateway, bam, into Nexus, bam. So actually not getting a Cyber Core. Actually, Cyber Core after the expansion. Sometimes I get my build orders mixed up. That's what we're seeing. There it is. Cyber Core there, Assimilator here. NightEnD, get that second assimilator. Get the second assimilator. He's not getting the second assimilator. He's walling off. That's his priority on this map, is making sure he's walled off and Lings do not come murder him. And there is the assimilator. Okay, so slowed down a little bit, but shouldn't mess up his build timing by enough to mess with him. I would not think so. Queen production has begun for TLO, both at his main and his natural base. Speed should be the next thing to go for TLO, also known as the Little One, also known as Dr. Dario. He has enough to go for the upgrade. I don't know what he's doing otherwise with his gas right now. The answer is nothing. He's doing nothing that requires gas or really minerals. I mean, you can save up for a third hatch and still... Did he forget speed? Because there's the third hatch. 300. There we go. No, I guess he just wanted that expansion first. I assume as soon as we get 100 minerals here, we will get the speed upgrade. He only has one drone on gas, so nothing he's doing is going to require all that much. Although 3 drones on the way... There, now, speed. He's skipping it. All right, it's official. He is skipping speed. He's going for a Rote Ravager type opening instead, which is good, against those people who are the Protoss. Warp Gate research on the way. Stargate opening out of NightEnD. Should be pretty good. Stargate openings are not things that are bad, as it turns out. All right, let's take a look. If this is going to be an Oracle, we could use one of our Oracle names, or rather, we will be using one of our Oracle names, as that's what the Oracle name list is for, and it is in... There we go. It is an Oracle. It is an Oracle. All right, let's pull up our list here. We do have a list. Okay, we're going to do this one. We're going to do this one, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to actually search that name, because I have no idea what it is. If you're going to submit a name... You're going to give me a little backstory to that character. It would be useful. It would be extremely useful. All right, so this is Drusilla. Drusilla Cordelia. And I am Googling this, and I'm trying to figure out who this is. It's a TV character. I'm seeing that here. It's Cordelia. Okay, so that's from Buffy. That's from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. As Lings move in here to this third base by NightEnD and try to take it out, even as it's under construction. There's the canceled. The Speedlings, man. He did end up getting speed. You sneaky TLO. Thought I was skipping it. You did not. Just got it for exactly when you needed to get it, as it turns out here. Double Oracle here now for NightEnD. All right, so anyway, if you have watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, you know who I'm talking about. I've watched like 4 or 5 episodes of the first season, tried to get into it once earlier last year, and just couldn't do it. I'm going to be honest, could not get into that show. It was just the wrong combination of kind of trying to be funny, but at the same time deathly serious that I have a hard time with. I have a hard time with shows that can't decide what they are in that way. So Lings running around back on the creep where they are happy to be. +1 melee attack coming up. A lair morphing in for TLO as well. And NightEnD is getting himself a robotics facility and a Twilight Council. And that other Nexus, which he is immediately replanting at this point. Oracle's trying to poke around here at this third base, but there are 2 queens and a Spore Crawler. Seems to be enough to shove away those double Oracles, one of them being a Drusilla. Spore Crawlers in production as well. Additional Spore Crawlers coming up. Where the heck is that one? Oh, just kind of out here on the creep, I suppose. Lings running on in, splitting up into 2 groups. One going for the natural base, one going for the third base. Trying to pick up a probe. They almost get a probe there, moving into the third. But no, can't pull it off. Oracle's murdering most of them, and the Lings backing on out. So harassment keeping the Protoss player pinned inside his own base here for a while TLO takes a 4th base down along this right side. The creep is spread over to that location. He has been planning this for a while. Absolutely planning it. Immortal on the way and Aspire morphing in for TLO. So Oracle pair trying to move on in and see what they can see. There's a Spore Crawler and again 2 queens. 1 queen just new to the party. Going after these Oracles. A Revelation tossed down and almost killing one of the Oracles. Can't quite do it. Lings going after this natural wall here. Can they get through? They do. They actually kill a pylon. Banelings there as well. Banelings trying to explode on the upper low sentries. Oh, they get every single one of those sentries. A replacement pylon is thrown up to wall off Lings. And Banelings trying to do this thing. No! The Banelings all get picked off from range by Immortals and Oracles. So that didn't go as well for TLO maybe as he had planned. But still, killing 3 sentries, a big deal. A really, really big deal on that one. All right, so what do we got coming up? That Spire just about complete for TLO. Immortal production continuing for a NightEnD. 3 cannons coming up all at once. For NightEnD, really worried about this early Ling harass. And the Oracles flying in. Again, I'm not sure they'll find a place where they can really do any damage if they immediately run into 3 queens. One of them gets picked out of the sky. The other Oracle trying to get in here and just reveal something. Try to just kill something. There's just so many queens on the ground. Not really working out. Not really working out, but you got to try. You have to continue to try if you are this Oracle. Another Revelation tossed down on the 3rd base. Does he know about this 4th base? He doesn't know about the 4th, but the Oracle's coming down to scout it out anyway. And there it is. Surprise! There's a 4th base here. Ah, crud. Ah, crud, says NightEnD. That is not what I wanted to see. Not exactly what I wanted to see. Anyway. Robotics Bay, under construction by the NightEnD. Lings moving all around the place. Just not doing super efficient things, although the Mutaflock is here now. So there's a Mutaflock flying around. Stalker is not very pleased about that. Coming back to where there are cannons in the natural base. There are 2 cannons in this mineral line in the main. Soon to be 3. And the Stalker combination, pretty good. Pretty good against these Mutas. Flying on in. Photon Overcharge killing them as well. Wow. I mean, they managed to pick off a couple things, but it's just not really worth it at this point. Trying to fly through the 3rd base at the same time. It just can't really stop anywhere. Can't stop anywhere. Only 9 probes have been killed so far. It's 61 to 68 total harvesters. TLO's going for a 5th base along the left side now. Has kind of changed up his expansion pattern. Colossus in production for a NightEnD. I guess with this many Lings on the ground, like a Ling Bling Muta thing, Colossus would be pretty good. I'm not going to argue with that one. Going to chase down the Oracle. 2nd Oracle dead. Revelation tossed down just before she dies, though. Fulfilling her purpose. Baneling's speed coming up. Pathogen glands on the way for TLO. So that's the infestors he makes will have that additional energy as soon as they pop, which is excellent, which is so much of use. If you're a Zerg player, Lings moving on down this left side, trying to knock down these rocks with their little +2 attacks. Army shows up to shoot them away, but they do about 40% of the damage required to take those things down. Again, 3 cannons here at the main base. Stalkers moving in as well. Stalkers blinking on top of the Mutalisks. They do, in fact, have +2 attack and do extra damage versus armored. Is it versus armored? Yes, it is, right? Yeah, versus armored, extra damage. But guess what? Mutas aren't armored, but that's okay. They still get hurt pretty bad by Stalkers in their own right. Hive coming in for TLO. Evolution Chamber on the way as well. Roach Warren coming up at the same time. We got Phoenix moving in. Hallucinated Phoenix moving in to see what is going on inside this main base of TLO. Sees the Hive. All right. Sees the Evolution Chamber. Good. Mutas still being super duper annoying So that 4 infestors I just saw pop up there, Lings trying to do stuff, but just Lings unsupported at this stage of the game aren't going to do much, I don't think. I really don't think they are. Creep spread coming down several avenues of attack for TLO. Most of the north side of this map is purple, which is the color of the Creep. Ultralisk Cavern coming in for TLO here at the natural base as well. Got a neural parasite research at the same time. Ooh, he's got plans for these infestors, man. He gave them pathogen glands and neural parasite. Fleet Beacon on the way for NightEnD. Could be transitioning into carriers. Oh, free Colossus. Almost a free Colossus. I think TLO could have taken it out. Trying to sort of go for it, but the rest of the army shows up, and it's a little bit too late for that. Ling Muta here at NightEnd's attempt at the 4th base along this left side, killing the Nexus. Doesn't even get a cancel there, and they do retreat after the Protoss army shows right on back up. Ultralisks in production, getting chitinous plating, getting adrenal glands, getting +3 melee attack. Lings running on in, getting a surround on some blink stalkers. They blink out of it. They blink out of it to the safety of photon overcharge and cannons, running in to the 3rd base to see what they can see. The answer is not much. Not much, but again, coming back on in, gonna kill that Nexus again along the left side. Oh no, Lings surrounding the stalkers. They don't have blink available. They can't get out there. They do. They just got blink available, but they all still died anyway. That's a lot of dead stalker. A lot of dead stalker. 11 dead stalkers, 108 dead Lings. Big old Ling swell here at the 3rd base, trying to take out these zealots that were warped in to deal with it. Stalkers assisting as well, but again, these Lings have just DPS machines right now. +2 attack and adrenal glands. They don't have +3 attack, but that is on the way for TLO. Getting Tempest. Is NightEnD getting +3 melee attack? I don't know exactly what Tempest are going to do for you, NightEnD. I don't see any Broodlords. Perhaps he's worried about it, though. I mean, there's not a greater spire. It's just a regular spire, good sir. That's all it really is. Hallucinated Phoenix coming up, still scouting things, dutifully scouting things. Zealots here at an attempt of a 6th base by TLO, down along this right side. And do get picked out by Lings there to defend. So Ling, Bling, Muta, Ultra at this point in time. Infestors getting picked off from the ground. They got some fungals down, but dying. Also, this 4th base is just not meant to be. There are Ultralisks right on top of it. Muta's trying to assist as well. Can TLO take this down? And the answer is nope. Nexus does manage to survive, but a lot of Lings coming on through here. Ultras at the same time. Is there enough to save this natural base? Lings on in on top of everything. +3 attack, adrenal glands. They, again, do not mess around, but photon overcharge with cannons enough to shoo them back, even with Ultralisk support. But nope, Lings on top of the 4th base. This has got to be such a painful cast for Protoss players everywhere. I just... Ouch. Ouch, 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 ouch. All right, so Tempest here. Colossus here. 164 to 195 total supply. NightEnD is looking okay. I mean, I guess the Tempest may be all right against Ultras, but I don't know. I don't know what to tell you at this point. It's a lot of ground stuff for TLO is the thing. Not much can shoot up. And I think maybe Carrier would have been a better choice, but Corruptors are on the way now for TLO. It's just, it's hard to say. Is he going for a, he's going for a surround. He's trying to do this thing, not allowing the Colossus to all attack in one direction at once is a big deal. Long distance mining probes here at the 4th base getting destroyed. Lings and Banes going for it on the right side. Ultras coming for the left side, walking all over those force fields, but Immortals are here, pretty good against the Ultralisks, and shoving back the Zerg army is the Protoss army. Immortals with +3 attack. He's got Colossus. He's got Tempest. He's trying to establish something here. The Burrowed Fungal catching a group of Stalkers at this left Zelnaga watchtower. Lings moving back in. The consistent counterattacking of Zerglings has just been driving NightEnD absolutely insane. Good reaction time, warping in some Stalkers here. They do take down a robotics facility almost instantly, though. DPS from a large group of Lings is just nuts. It is nuts to see in the real world there. Tempest trying to kill those Lings, which is a teeny tiny bit hilarious. 6th base up and not running necessarily for TLO, but it is here. It is here. It is done. About 50% of its HP is remaining. Continuing to go Ultra, continuing to go Ling, continuing to go Infestor Here is the TLO. 3 base for NightEnD at 1450 is just not great. He needs a 4th desperately. Is what he needs. The probe he sends to make the 4th gets killed by Lings, because what else would kill it at this point? There's also a burrowed Ling blocking the construction of this Nexus at that location. Ultras trundling in, about 8 of them, I'd say. There are 11 total on the field. Natural base under direct assault by these Ultralisks that are almost fully upgraded. Do they not have chitinous plating? I thought he got chitinous plating. Very confused by this. Does get shoved away, though, by the Immortals that show up, because that's going to be the answer. He does have chitinous plating. Why does he only have 5 armor? Does he not have Evolution Chamber upgrade? Evolution Chamber upgrade. Okay, he doesn't have Ground Carapace. That's what it is. That is what it is. You just don't usually see chitinous plating with only level 1 ground armor. It kind of makes a visual confusion there. So Archon, Immortal, Tempest, Colossus, Stalker coming on directly up the north side of this map. The Ultras want really not a lot to do with this, as it turns out. Stalkers do extra damage against them. Immortals do extra damage against them as well. Archon's just doing bonus damage against them, but getting caught from all 4 sides here. Bottom, left, right. Ultralisks coming in, and the Archon's trying to kill what they can. Are there any Immortals left over to help this thing? And actually, it looks like NightEnD might survive this battle, and he does. And he does absolutely survive that battle. NightEnD pushing in accidentally discovers this 6th base here and finishes it off. Holy shamoly, more Lings, more Ultras coming in all the time, though, for TLO. That was a huge battle. 15 Ultralisks have died so far in this game. Holy shamoly. But again, no 4th for NightEnD. Might just be a fatal problem for him. Unable to do it. We got Stalkers. We got Lings and an Ultra coming down to this 3rd base. He hasn't killed this 3rd base before. He's trying really hard to do this. Long distance mining with probes along this base where the 6th was for TLO. Ultralisk very happily taking down a cannon here, going after these units that are warping in, these Zealots that are here as well. I think this Ultra might be able to handle it. No, some Archons coming in to try to shut this Ultralisk right on down, as well as, you know, some Colossus and Immortals, and he does end up falling in the end. So NightEnD still hasn't expanded to a 4th base. He's trying desperately to get this one up along the left side, and whether or not he can do it is a question for the philosophers. Lings here at the natural base, Lings here at the 3rd base, another big warp-in of Zealots to deal with these Zerglings. And is it going to be enough? Can the Zealots hang on? I don't know, but the army marching up to TLO's 4th base, 5th base along this left side. A lot of dead drones here, potentially. They're splitting. They're trying to send reinforcements. They're burrowing their drones, but there's an observer here. A lot of dead drones. There's only 15 probes remaining for NightEnD, but 40 available for TLO. He needs to win this with this army or else he is toast. I think this is it. This is going to be it. The Infestors, Ultra, Baneling, Ling, Queen here. Archons with +3 attack, doing 47 damage with everything they touch, with Splash, mind you. With Splash, marching right on up to this natural base, killing creep tumors, and here it is, the Neuroparasite on the Colossus. Colossus killing Colossus. Ultras coming in on the backside of that as well. Immortals are falling very, very quickly, and that is it. A good game from NightEnD. NightEnD is defeated, and TLO is victorious. Neural Parasite. Burrow Neuro. Good again. With an observer here, so we could see it. I mean, this isn't much different. Just having unburrowed Infestors cast this, but regardless, pretty great stuff. 27 kills on that Colossus. Do you get kill count if you're neural parasited? Probably so. Yeah, I mean, it just came down to NightEnD couldn't get a 4th base. He had a good composition. He had some good moves. Did take out some extra hatcheries of his opponent. It just wasn't, he didn't have the macro to really replace his losses was the problem. Whereas NightEnD, I mean, TLO could afford to lose 17 Ultralisks, 444 Zerglings, and 2 hatcheries and win in the end. So, yeah, it's macro. It's macro, ladies and gents. Trying to make sure that it happens. All right, so that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.